All right, welcome back. We're now going to go over each individual case and show you how they work and how they're assembled. And I'll show you both Android and iPhone, how they're going to work in the case. Depending on where the shutter is inside there, it's going to fit a little bit differently. Okay, so I did notice that I did look up the underneath the screen protector here. It is an acrylic, it's not glass. So unlike this one, the Sea Life actually does have a glass screen, so you'll get a little bit better clarity. So just be protective. This is going to be prone to scratches, so keep this little plastic on here until you need to take it into the water. Okay, so again, we'll go ahead and take it apart here. It's got a little latch, 6 latches. And most of them are pretty easy to get out with your fingers, just like so. The one over here, I find there's not a lot of room for your finger. It comes with this handy key here. You can just pry that up like so, and you can take that up right there. Okay, and this will just go ahead and come off. It's pretty snug in there. There we go. Good. Okay, and so I'm going to take my phone out of its case here. Okay, I'm going to show you a couple of things before I put it in. I went ahead and there's some bumpers that come with it. So I put a bumper here. That's when I originally put the phone in. The camera's caught part of the case, so I couldn't get a full view. So I put the bumper in there. That took care of that. And then these 2 spring mechanisms, they're going to adjust now depending on where your shutter button is. On an iPhone, it's the volume button. It's always on the left side. You're going to go ahead and make sure that this piece right here is pushed all the way. So I'm going to show it to you. I'm going to undo that. So it's spring loaded here. There's a button right here that controls these mechanisms, which will control the shutter. And since it's on this side for the iPhone, I need to pull this one back all the way. I'll lock this in place like that. If it was a phone that had the shutter button on the right side here, you would push this up and then lock this in place and then release this, and so it would fit snugly with your device. So anyway, so I have an iPhone, so I'm going to use that right here. Okay, you also have an adjustment right here. This is just mechanical. You can just pull it. It's not spring loaded, so you pull it to where it is. I have it adjusted pretty much where my iPhone is. So we'll go ahead and put it in. We'll insert it here and then push against here, and that will lock it in place there. Okay, now before you go ahead and put it back together, you want to test and make sure that your shutter button works. So we'll tap on the screen. I'm going to go ahead and unlock it. I can still use Face ID. Okay, I'm not sure if you can use Touch ID though. I actually have another phone. I'll try that with and see if Touch ID works with it, and I will let you know. Okay, so let's go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and touch the shutter button right here. Voila, it works. Now that it works, let's go ahead and put it back together. Okay, now this will only go on one direction. It looks like it's symmetrical, but it's not. It's a little bit over here to the right. It's a little bit off-centered. So this is actually on backwards. And so let's rotate that around. And before you do that, use a microfiber cloth that came with it and wipe down the screen here. Okay, put that back on. All right, and now go take one corner, lock that in, and then do the opposite corner on the other side. Lock that in place, and then go to the other one here. All right, now I should be able to control it. Yep, I can. It takes a little bit more firmer touch to it. Camera right there. Yeah, okay. And let's go ahead and test it. There's the wide angle, normal telephoto, video. I can swipe, works. Again, once you get in the water, not sure how well that's going to work. So just keep that in mind. So I get it set up before you actually go in the water. With your fingers wet, it may not work very well either. So just keep that in mind when you're going to use this case. And also in a subsequent video, I'm going to show you how to set up assistive touch so you can turn the phone off when you're not using it so you don't drain down your battery. And you can also just turn it on by tapping on it. It will turn that on. All right. So anyway, so that is the ShellBox waterproof case. And it also comes with a strap. Let me just show you a couple things here. The strap goes here. You have some optional accessories you can put here to mount it on to control it a little bit easier underwater. But the strap will just insert right through here. Should just go in there now. It's a little snug fit there. So I might use something to push it in, get a pen or something. I've got a little plastic tool here I use with my computer repair work. And I can just push that up. Take the tip of it and see if I can't grab it. There we go. I can grab it with my fingers here. Oops. There we go. And I can just pull that through there and pull it back so it's nice and snug. And there you go. You've got your case there. It's all protective. Probably good for shallow diving. Definitely would be great for snorkeling. Anyway, I'll show you some more reviews once I get to Hawaii with it. And next up, we'll go ahead and do the Sea Life Sport Diver case for the iPhone.